welcome to the deep dive. So, okay, 2025, you open up Instagram.
And it's just reels everywhere.
Right, it's like wall-to-wall short videos. If you're still relying only on static pictures, it kind of feels like you're, I don't know, bringing horse and buggy onto the FDR drive.
That's actually a perfect analogy. And that's really what we want to unpack today, isn't it? We're going to dig into this whole Reels thing on Instagram, as it stands right now in 2025.
Yeah, figure out why they're so dominant.
Exactly. And maybe more importantly, how you listening can actually leverage this whole trend. We're basing this on what we're seeing play out on the platform right now.
Just think about it personally. You tap that Instagram icon.
Bam.
Reels feed.
Yeah.
It's the first thing. Remember when photos were front and center?
Feels like a while ago now. And you look at Sprout social data. They keep cleaning this out. Video is the #1 thing Instagram's pushing.
It's almost like the platform itself has decided. Video is its default language now.
Well, yeah. The algorithm seems built around that, scroll stopping power that video has. It just keeps people hooked longer.
And you can see creators, businesses.
Yeah.
They've definitely got the message. Everyone's pouring energy into Reels.
Absolutely.
So let's get under the hood a bit. Why do they work so well? What's the actual magic behind them?
Well, the numbers themselves are pretty stark. Social Pilot found that Reels get, on average, something like 49% more engagement than a standard photo post.
49%. That's huge.
It really is. It's not just a tiny edge. It's a fundamentally different level of interaction we're talking about. It's a game changer.
Right. And if you're tuning in, maybe you run a small business, you're an entrepreneur, a creative type, especially here in a place like New York, then not being in the video game, specifically Reels, probably means you're leaving, reach, engagement, maybe even revenue, just sitting there.
Think about what you can pack into such a short time, too. Under 30 seconds, right?
Yeah.
You can share a quick tip, tell a really short story, show a product transformation.
It's like a before and after.
Exactly. Or give a quick peek behind the scenes, use some trending audio to just, humanize your brand a bit.
The first hurdle is just stopping the scroll, right?
Yeah.
Getting that initial attention.
Yeah, but the bigger goal is starting to build that trust, that connection.
Okay, so we get it. They're powerful. But what's really working, right now, Q1 2025, what kind of Reels are cutting through all the noise?
One thing that's definitely landing is quick tips and these sort of micro edits or tutorials.
Gotcha.
Think about real estate, for example. You could do a reel, maybe 10 seconds, saying, never list a commercial space without a killer walkthrough video.
Okay.
It literally cuts vacancy time in half. Boom! Super concise, direct benefit shown.
Yeah, that's useful. And you mentioned before and afters. Those seem timeless.
Oh, totally. People love a transformation. Doesn't matter if it's a renovation, a branding update, how the office setup changed. That visual payoff is just really compelling. Sticky content.
Right. And what about, the less polished stuff?
That's the behind-the-scenes content. It works so well because it feels authentic.
So, what kind of things?
Simple stuff. A quick walk through the office, prepping for an appointment, maybe even just the team huddled for a Monday meeting. It builds relatability, shows the human side.
Okay. And then there's the whole trending audio thing.
Yes. Adapting those viral sounds, but putting your own specific business twist on it.
How does that work?
Well, say you remix a popular meme audio, but you use it to illustrate, a common insight in your market or debunk a myth in your industry.
Ah, okay. So it's familiar but relevant.
Exactly. It can be a real, engagement magnet.
And so for someone listening who's maybe thinking, okay, I'm sold, but how do I actually do this? What are the basic rules, the sort of cheat code for making decent reels right now?
Rule #1, absolutely crucial. The hook. You have got to grab attention instantly.
How fast is instant?
You're talking the first second and a half, maybe even less.
Wow.
Yeah. So forget long intros. Start with action, a really punchy visual, maybe a direct question.
Got it. No slow burns.
Definitely not. Second thing, keep it short. Under 30 seconds is generally the sweet spot.
Why so short?
People just scroll fast. Habits, You need to deliver value quickly and clearly. Respect their time.
Makes sense. What else?
Captions. Always use captions or text overlays.
Oh, yeah, because people watch on mute a lot.
A lot. So if you don't have text, your message just isn't getting through to a huge chunk of your audience. Plus, it helps with retention even if the sound is on.
Good point. Okay, hook, short, captions, anything else?
Yeah, add a call to action, a CTA. Tell people what you want them to do next.
Like what?
Could be simple. Follow for more tips. DM me if you want the full guide. Tag a friend who needs this, just guide them.
Right, give them the next step.
Exactly. And finally, consistency really matters.
How consistent?
Aiming for maybe 3 to 5 reels a week seems to be a good rhythm for growth right now. Keeps you visible, feeds the algorithm.
Okay, 3 to 5. That sounds manageable if you plan it out.
Yeah, batching helps there.
Yeah.
But the key point is reels aren't just about getting likes or comments, you know?
Yeah.
It's bigger than just engagement metrics.
How so?
They're really contributing to your overall visibility, how people see you, your positioning in your field.
Right. It's about brand awareness, making yourself memorable.
And personalizing your service or brand.
Yeah.
Especially in a crowded market like, say, New York City, visibility is everything. Standing out.
Absolutely. You think about certain industries here, real estate, local retail, any service business, really.
Their potential clients, their customers, they are scrolling Instagram daily.
So the question becomes, are you actually showing up where they are in their feed?
Precisely. Are you there with something that catches their eye?
Okay. Looking forward then. Where do you see this heading on Instagram? More video? Less?
Oh, definitely more video. I think we'll see Instagram double down even more on video-first features.
Like what kind of features?
Maybe more AI stuff, like AI suggesting real ideas based on your past content, or maybe even more advanced auto-editing tools to make creation easier.
Interesting. It really does feel like video is becoming the main way people discover businesses now.
Yeah, it's like the new storefront. It's how people find you, check you out, decide if you're credible, if they want to connect.
So the advice then is,
get comfortable on camera, or find ways to create video that work for you.
and maybe batch content.
Definitely batching helps manage the workload.
Yeah.
And focus on just providing value. Don't get hung up on perfection.
Right. That whole done is better than perfect thing seems especially true for Reels.
Absolutely. The platform moves so fast. Getting something helpful or interesting out there consistently is way better than waiting for flawless.
Okay, so wrapping up this deep dive, the big takeaway seems pretty clear.
Reels are basically the main currency on Instagram in 2025, period.
And that means there's a huge opportunity there for engagement, for visibility.
Say connection, real connection.
So the final thought for everyone listening is maybe. How can you start playing with Reels? How can you use this to build your digital presence in this very video-centric world?
Yeah, maybe it's time to just jump in and make that first one.